All right, welcome back everybody to another video. Well, today makes day 26. And as you can see from the title, the thought that I want to share for today is we become what we think about. We become what we think about. And I actually got the inspiration for this title from a very incredible entrepreneur and motivational speaker named Earl Nightingale. And if you've not heard of Earl Nightingale, I definitely encourage that you look him up on YouTube. He has tons of videos, tons of audios, and this man was a very incredible person. I won't go into too much detail about his life, but one thing that I can say that stands out is that he, during his childhood, lived through the Depression of the 1930s. And throughout that time, he started asking different questions to himself about life and about the meaning of life. And so he started doing some research. He started going to the library and looking at books and reading them. And then he finally came across a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And for him, that was the pivotal point in his life where he began to look at the world a lot differently than the typical or the average person would. He started believing that he could accomplish things, granular things with his life. And and so with that, he went on to become a millionaire, a multimillionaire. He did some very incredible things, and he made some very incredible motivational audios and videos for people to learn how to become a successful person. And so, if you listen to an audio called "The Strangest Secret," that was one of the videos that or audios that he made. You'll find in that audio that what he talks about is that the strangest secret is that we become what we think about. And so I'll definitely leave the video to that link in the description, and I'll put it here so you can click on it if you like. But I want to make some comments about that strangest secret because I want to actually share how that was something that impacted my life from having lost over 60 pounds this year. I went from 217 pounds, to now I'm this morning 155 pounds. Now, I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I'm actually at a point now where I'm trying to build muscle. But I'm telling you, it definitely was a mental journey to get to where I am now, to see the reality and be in the reality that I'm in now. So let me go ahead and get into that. So earlier this year, let's just talk about it. We in January, things were fine. We get into February, things were great, are looking kind of okay depending on where you were. And then it was towards the end of February into March is when the pandemic happened. And we had quite a few things going on. I was working at a school at a time, and at that time I was overweight as well. But I also had some plans. I also had things that I was looking forward to doing, and they were all put on hold. So here we are as a world basically put on halt and being told that we have to stay in because of a pandemic that's affecting and killing many people in this world. Um, but fast forward to about May of this year, and I believe that was the month when George Floyd died and got killed by the officer. That was a very pivotal point in my life. And let me tell you, just without getting too personal, I had went through a lot last year. I had some endeavors that I was pursuing. I had a job that I was at, and let's just say that things were not good at all. Things were just going south, and I was at that point in time. I was already very heavy. Like I said, I was 217, and when the pandemic happened, and when George Floyd happened earlier this year, that was the point in time where I said, enough is enough. I need to take control of my health, and I need to take control of my life. Again, I had gone through so much stuff, and I can also say during that time when I was really going through a lot, I also was meditating on those things a lot. I was also focused on the things that were going wrong and the problems and the issues around me. So I never really had my mind on what I wanted. I had my mind on the things that were bothering me. And so there was never really a point where I found myself getting better, if you want to say it that way, or getting out of that rut. Uh, but long story short, when George Floyd happened, that was the moment where I said, you know what? I'm going to get off of social media. I'm going to get away and I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on Arnold. And that's when I began my journey of doing insanity, where for 63 days I lost 43 pounds. And, but what was the difference? How did I even get to that? Yeah, if you read my blog on Reddit, I had a plan. I tweaked it along the way. There were things that I started noticing, so I started adjusting things so it can fit my goals and the plans that I have for myself. But also, I started and I continuously kept my mind on my goal. I kept my mind on that which I wanted and not on that which I did not want. And so, yeah, with that, I just want to say that it's very, very important that no matter what your goal is, no matter what your circumstances are in your life, and let me tell you, it's difficult out here, y'all. It can be hard. You know, it can be very, very hard. But another thing that I really like that Earl Nightingale says is that there's only so many things we can control. You know, we can't control everything in terms of there are just certain things you can't control. Like if people want to act a certain way, you can't control them, but you can control how you act. You can't control your distance from them. You can't control your thoughts. There are things that you can do for yourself that can keep you where you need to be so you can make sure you're going where you want to be. And so just think about that. You know, no matter what it is you're trying to accomplish or pursue, always be thinking about what you want. Keep your goal in mind, and I can tell you that the people who have made millions of dollars, even billionaires, they will tell you that you need to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. It's okay to look at the issues. It's okay to look at the problems. I'm not saying ignore them, because I can tell you that as I've listened to different people, I'm like, man, so we just ignore issues? Do we just ignore problems? No, you don't. You don't ignore problems. You don't ignore issues. You definitely want to make sure that you are aware of what's going on. But as you're aware of what's going on, then continuously ask yourself, okay, what do I want? Is this good for me? Do I need to be here? Or do I need to leave? Or do I need to change this? Or do I need to change that? Always think about what you can control. And as you think about that, act on those things, and just continuously think about what you want. If you're finding things are aggravating you, you know, again, ask yourself questions. You know, can I control it? Is it something I can't control? I'm just gonna hold this right here, y'all. My camera's acting up, so I really apologize. And by the way, I'm trying to find a way to find some better, um, just some better a better setup for myself, because I really want this to be a very uh, unique channel. But having said that, you guys, stay encouraged, keep your mind on what you want, and you will find that as you do that, you will become the person that you want to be. And in reality, you already are, because you're thinking about that person right now. Stay blessed. I'll see you tomorrow for the next day. Bring it.